Good morning, my loves. Happy Sunday. It is a beautiful day here at the lake. Highs in the 70s. Next week, this coming week, it's in the 80s, so it's amazing here. Interesting topic today. This should bring a lot of interesting feedback. Do not allow your past to define your future. I want you to consider this with your children, not only with adults, but with the kiddos. Think about this. You have a child, 4 or 5 years old. Mom takes them to the store. They're just yammering. They want cookies. No. They want candy. No. They want a soda. No. We're going to pick up lunch on the way home. You don't need anything. You're fine. The checkout stand, there's all kinds of temptation. And the child picks up something and tries to stick it in their pocket and is caught. Okay. What do you do? Now, mom may go ahead and pay for it. Get the child in the car and just give them hell. Hopefully there won't be any violence, but she's going to be doing some heavy duty talking. The child gets home. Most likely the child is in tears because the child's 4 or 5. Think about it. They don't have the mind of an adult. They have the mind of a child. Immediate gratification. So they get home. Mom tells dad. Dad lets the kid have it. If there are siblings, the siblings over here. Now, everybody is calling the child the thief. Will mom and dad and the siblings spread that outside the house? Will they tell grandma and grandpa, aunties and uncles, people at school, people at church, the neighbors? That's a core wound that child may carry for the rest of their life because of how you handle that. Kids, a little older maybe. A window gets broken. Who did it? Somebody lies. They're blaming each other. Okay, eventually you find out the truth. Are you going to always refer to that child as the liar, the little liar? Think about people you know. Maybe it's you. I hope not. But things that have happened, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and you're still carrying the label. You're still carrying that core wound. The people that gave you that label, they probably forgot about it. They may still call you, by whatever nickname that label has become. For you, it's not a nickname. For you, it's a core wound. And every time somebody says it, they're rubbing your nose in it. Don't do that, especially to a child. Please, please don't do that. We are human. We make mistakes. Kids do not think like adults. Kids think like kids. Plain and simple. When they mess up, when they do something stupid, sit them down, talk to them. Have a calm, rational conversation. They may be in tears. That's okay. Put them on your lap, give them a hug, let them cry it out. Let them say they're sorry. If they stole something from the store, they have to go back with their own money and pay for it. And then drop it. Let it go. It is a life lesson learned. Let them learn the life lesson and go on with their life. It doesn't need to be a core wound. It doesn't need to be blown up into something huge and humiliating. There doesn't need to be public embarrassment, public humiliation. Let it go. So with adults, even older teens, bad things happen in life. Sometimes they get into drugs. Sometimes they get into gangs. Horrible things happen. Car accidents, just, your worst fears. They drop out of school. Somebody gets pregnant. How are you going to handle that? As a parent, as the adult, how are you going to handle that? Because for them, they know they messed up. It's automatically a core wound. It's there. That wound is in their soul, in their heart, in their mind forever. What are you going to do? Rub salt in it? Are you going to make it worse? Every day, are you going to make that worse? What purpose will that serve? other than driving a wedge between the two of you. Let them learn the life lesson and move on. The past does not define your future. It can reshape your future if you allow it to. Your mistakes can be the survival guide for the next person if you handle it appropriately. Everybody makes mistakes. We're human. But how are you going to handle that in your life, in the life of your child, in the life of a loved one, people in the community? Are you going to label them? Are you going to allow their past to define their future? Somebody that just gets out of rehab or just gets out of jail, maybe they are really doing all they can to change their life. I know several people who have gone through this and have just flipped their life around. They're amazing, and I'm so proud of them. They don't need somebody dragging that past up. That's the past. It's a life lesson learned. Let it go. Let them have a bright, brilliant future that they deserve. For you, think about your mistakes. Do you want people rubbing your nose in your mistakes all the time? Let it go. We're human. We make mistakes. Forgive each other. Forgive yourself. You're worthy of forgiveness. We are all worthy of forgiveness. And if you're talking about the ultimate forgiveness, well, that's not up to you, is it? You worry about you and your life, and you let God, the universe, whomever you pray to, worry about the rest. You stay in your lane. But don't let the past define your future. And those horrible, horrible labels that people give you, that they give kids, honey, those labels are like Post-it notes. You can tear them off anytime you want and put a new one on. Or someone used to call you fat and stupid or lazy, a thief, a liar. Tear it up. That's not you. You're a kind, beautiful soul with a beautiful heart and a brilliant mind. Try those labels for a change. It might change your life. Mistakes are life lessons. Let them be a survival guide for the next person. Share your story if you want to help the next person. But never let your past define your future, because you're worthy of greatness.